What's up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I am coming at you guys with some more information from Soul Fusion. Earlier in the week, we were introduced to Gravekeeper's Esper, one of the new Gravekeeper monsters that have been released in Soul Fusion. And it was one of the three monsters that was actually unveiled during the um, long awaited uh, Gravekeeper support, and we have two additional cards. We have four new cards that have now five new cards that are being built. First was the Fusion Monster, and now we have more support for the Gravekeeper. So I can't wait to get into this. The reason why I'm so hyped is honestly because I used to play Gravekeepers. I still have a couple of Gravekeeper cards actually in my disposal. So I was really excited to hear that Gravekeepers are getting new support. So I may look into getting some more Gravekeeper stuff before all the stuff goes up, and then possibly getting. I think really it's easy to get most of Gravekeeper stuff. Like I have spies, I have recruiters. Um, I'm questioning, do I want to get more of the newer, bigger monsters? Um, like Oracle and Shaman. Visionary shouldn't be too hard to get because they're all common. Gravekeeper Chief and stuff like that. So with the newer support that I'm about to go over, really will benefit the older editions and could possibly spark some new deck ideas. Because now that we have Fusion Monster, we have a lot of new support to help not only summon that Fusion Monster, but to summon a lot of the other monsters. Even though Link summoning has been one of those big things questioned about a lot of other decks, could decks still work with it? I think it possibly can, as long as you can make sure your deck can fit into the new mechanic, as well as still keep its own identity through the new changes to the game. So, with that said, and why did I just press that? Okay, well, I'll press back in just 1 second so we can read all of the new cards from Soul Fusion. So, the first card that we're going to be talking about is Gravekeeper's, is Tomb of Necro Valley. This is a normal spell card, and you're going to love these effects. It searches for one Gravekeeper monster and add it to your hand. Immediately after this card is resolved, normal summon a Gravekeeper monster from your hand. It's a searcher and a summon all in one card. That is great for a lot of the monsters that we have in the archetype. We have spies, descendants, recruiters, noblemen. A lot of the tribute summon monsters. So if you can get your field set up, this card becomes very beneficial in a large case of what we have already, and it can just elevate from there, especially when it comes to summoning our monsters, searching for our monsters, and putting a lot of pressure onto the board when we start summoning a lot of the Gravekeeper monsters. So, having it all in one card just makes it so much better, so much more reliable. Now, the next card actually makes this card even more viable in terms of it getting to it a lot faster. And that is Sanctuary of Necro Valley. This is a continuous trap card. It has three effects. The first effect is while there's a Gravekeeper monster or Necro Valley on the field, your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack and defense. During either player's turn, if you don't control a card in your field spell zone, you can activate one Necro Valley from your hand or graveyard. Then its last effect is if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can set one Necro Valley spell trap from your deck except Necro Valley. So let's just go off the basis of the last two effects. The fact that this card can put Necro Valley from your hand or graveyard to the field, if you have nothing in your field zone, is amazing, because then you can easily get Necro Valley back to the graveyard, so you don't have to feel like, okay, do I need to run recovery cards? How am I going to get Necro Valley back? A lot of these new cards are going to a lot of cards require Necro Valley to be in play to keep a lot of the pressure going. So, with Necro Valley having to have Sanctuary in play, you can easily go get Necro Valley back and then put the pressure back on your opponent, locking them down from the graveyard, dealing with a lot of tons of monsters that rely on the graveyard, and just being able to access everything as soon as possible. Now, the last effect to go get a spell or trap and set it on the field does help tremendously because it's not telling you if you can activate it once per turn. You can possibly get another copy of this card and then activate it to where you can put Necro Valley in play. You can deal a lot of pieces that you normally don't want to deal with. So a lot of the beneficial parts come out of this card, and just in terms of setup. The 500 decrease in attack and defense isn't too bad of a thing either, because remember, Necro Valley gives a boost in attack and defense, and that way you can clearly secure yourself in smashing over a lot of monsters, dealing with a lot of threats, and just having your monsters be able to deal with threat cards as well. So next we're gonna go into two monsters. So this was one of the two monsters that one of the two monsters that still hasn't been revealed in effects and name, and we finally have it. This is Gravekeeper's Priest. I think it's gonna probably have his name changed because I think we already have a priest. No, we have a priestess. So this is Gravekeeper's Priest. It's a level 3 dark attribute spellcaster type monster, 500 attack, 1500 defense. I'm going to use the effect of Gravekeeper's Priest once per turn. If this card is summoned, you can target one level 4 Gravekeeper monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face up attack position or face down defense position, and this effect cannot be negated by Necro Valley. So, right off the bat, in combination with the next card I'm going to talk about, you have an instant fusion summon. You also have the access to getting spies back, descendants back, and having them set up. I can't really think of a lot of monsters right now off the top of my head that can also benefit from this, because a lot of them are still level 3 or lower, or higher than level 5. But I know the big ones off the hand are Descendant and Spy. Now the next monster, she will also be very happy to benefit from Priest, and Priest being on the field. And that happens to be Gravekeeper's Spiritualist. Now she's a level 4 dark spellcaster type monster, and she has 1500 attack, 1500 defense, and her effect is you can only use the effect of this card of Gravekeeper Spiritualist once per turn. If Necro Valley is on the field, you can fusion summon one spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including this card. So this pretty much helps you in a lot of cases. First off, this makes mind control beast in the mirror match, because you can easily just steal your opponent's Gravekeeper and then activate Spiritualist's effect and sends it in Spiritualist to the graveyard, so you can fusion summon Gravekeeper's Esper or any fusion, any spellcaster type fusion monster, because I think there's quite a few. The other benefit to this is if you combine Spiritualist with Priest can summon Spiritualist. Spiritualist can activate her effect to send it in Spiritualist back to the graveyard, and then they can trigger their, and then bam, here comes Esper, and Esper can do all the tricks in nook and crannies it wants to do. So you have a ton of support just laying between these two monsters. So pretty much you'll have 3 monsters that Priest can easily benefit from, and then just set up the entire board of getting Esper, and then just going crazy, because a lot of people like myself didn't expect Gravekeepers to have a fusion monster, let alone a monster that'd be beneficial from the extra deck unless it was a link monster. But I can possibly see this fusion monster doing a lot of things and really just helping the deck in terms of support. So I can't wait to see what combinations people come up with. I can't wait to see what combinations I come up with. Because I want to be testing this card since updates have happened on my simulator. So let me know what you guys think about all this new Gravekeeper support. What do you guys think? And just overall, do we have a shot with Gravekeepers? gonna come back and do something to the game? And do you possibly see any more changes to a lot of the cards? Because remember, a lot of old cards like Royal Tribute, is that going to be considered, a Necro Valley card? Can we search that card with the effects of Sanctuary of Necro Valley? A lot of other Gravekeeper cards and Necro Valley cards. So I want to see I want to know what you guys think and what your assumptions are with this. And could we possibly get any more Gravekeeper support? I do believe this set comes out next week, next Friday, for the OCG. So we'll have a full list of the OCG cards and everything, and I'll probably go through that as well to see what Gravekeeper stuff fully will be in. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, you guys, it's EJ signing out. Take care.